Our heroes are meeting the heads of the crystalline government in the crystalline flesh. With grace they will accept their mission, and with natural foolishness they will file paperwork. Get hyped for mysteries on this week's episode of Mercenaries in Retrograde.
You guys head in to the central tower. Honey is leading you guys through the streets. They're a little busy. They're almost on par with Renaissance, but they are a lot like there's a lot more like people going like in and out of buildings than in Renaissance when they kind of have one place that they're heading. And the streets are definitely a little bit more narrow, but it's not too difficult for you guys to maneuver around and keep up with Honey, who knows where she's going. And you guys just make your way through the streets, and you get to the front of the central tower, and Honey kind of talks to one of the guards, and then they nod and they open the doors for you all, and you guys head on inside. The inside is this beautiful, it's kind of reminiscent of kind of more of a Gothic architecture on the inside. And it's all looks like it was carved out of stone. And there are bright lights just kind of circling around as a light source for the inside of this building. And Honey leads you all in to this little elevator off to the side. It looks like one of those old-timey elevators where you have to pull the door closed yourself.
Oh, I love that.
Love it.
And she just kind of gestures for you to follow her, and goes inside. There is not a person running the elevator. She just does it herself. And you guys start heading up. And she kind of turns to you guys on the way up. And she's like, all right, so we've already been over. Simmon, please do not talk too much.
Wait, I got a question.
Yes?
Can I ask them about the worm?
Maybe. Why?
Because it's the same stuff as the statues. I want to know where they got it. Maybe it's
maybe after we've already done what we've came here to do, you can talk to them about it, but don't just say it in the middle of what we're doing.
Wonderful, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll just keep my lip zipped.
Thank you. And she turns to you, Algernon and Celeste, and is like, you guys are welcome to talk. I feel like I can trust you a little bit more to know what to say and when to say it.
Celeste is on her best behavior.
Yeah. And she kind of runs through the process of she's gonna go in, introduce you guys, and then they will probably either ask you questions or offer you a job, and stuff like that. Yeah, so the elevator ride, it's weird because a lot of the elevators that you guys normally ride on are very smooth. This one's definitely an older one, so it's definitely got a little bit of that bumpiness that old elevators have. Which is really
might die feel.
Yeah,
rickety.
It's that little pit of your stomach being oh God, I don't know if I trust this. How old is this? But it seems fine as you guys get to almost the top of the tower, and the elevator stops and Honey opens the door for all of you. Yeah. When you guys leave, a lot of the elevator as you were going up, you were able to kind of see kind of more of a central area, but because you're so high up in the tower, it's more it seems like there's this railing around, and on the inside you guys can kind of look down and see all the floors that you went through, but there's a much larger floor space past that, where the others seemed a lot smaller. You can assume you were probably kind of like closer to the top, where they have more space to have more room space. That's the same word over and over again, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. mean. And the building's built like a stalagmite or whatever one's on the ceiling.
I was gonna say stalactites are on the ceiling.
Okay.
It's built like a stalactite and a stalagmite are together. So it's like one
sexy.
long.
So yeah, it's got like a sexy hourglass figure.
It does have a sexy hourglass figure.
Nice.
Specifically also when you guys were outside, you were able to see like where like the thinnest part is as well. There's a lot of like observation decks for people to go outside.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's not like a lot of space on those floors. It's mostly just the elevator that's on those floors, but there is that outside observation deck. So yeah, you guys head on inside. It's a lot more of this tower seemed to be more like a bureaucratical, like there were like people with offices and stuff like that. This floor that you're on seems a lot more formal. Think like an actual government building. And Honey starts to lead you down. There's a woman at an office. They just nod at each other. And the woman sitting at the desk just kind of gestures for you all to sit down. And she's like, they will call you right in a moment.
Thank you.
Yeah, and she goes back to like typing on this like hologram thing in front of her. And yeah, if there's anything you guys want to discuss before you go in, this is the time. If not, I'll send you to the wolves.
I'm scared.
Do we have anything?
I don't think so.
I mostly plan on letting Honey do most of the talking.
Yeah, I don't know if I should open my mouth on this one.
I have no input. Luna gives a big thumbs up.
I give her a big thumbs up back. I give her 2 big thumbs up.
Yeah, I feel like I've been here for the least amount of time, so like I feel like I shouldn't do talking either.
That's okay, but also like you're allowed to like have an input if you would like.
You are allowed to have an input.
You're allowed to have opinions.
Well, I guess like they're giving us a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Should we like ask how much they're gonna pay us? I feel like that's a good.
I do think the like entry fee for us existing in their space is that they're gonna help us is the job. We are paying them.
No, because I think we have to. No, because I thought I do think we are getting paid for this, but also I completely forgot that. I kind of
Honey,
mostly just focused on going to visit Hell. Honey, are we getting paid for this?
Yeah. The reason you're going on like the initial trip to begin with is to make sure that you'll be able to sustain yourself when you go to Hell, but
yeah,
you are being hired. You're like hired mercenaries.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They're not gonna just not pay you.
I thought this was a job interview.
Well, it is a
job interview.
Well, this is the interview. What you're walking into is the job interview to see if you're even able to go on the pre-job.
All right.
I'm racking my brain for a joke here because this is the first time we've said the word mercenaries in the fiction, and there's nothing I can do. I just wanted to be pointed out that this is the first time we've been referred to as mercenaries over a year into the podcast. It's the first time that word has been used to describe us.
It's beautiful.
So anyway,
it finally comes back to the title.
It does.
All right,
we all jump up in a slow.
Roll credits. I punch a hole through my TV.
Wow, nice podcast, everyone. We're done. Anyway,
did it!
Great worm.
I'm sorry.
What?
I meant to say great work, but it came out great worm.
Great worm.
Great worm, everyone.
I think when like people will come up with like fictional like expletives. I think one of ours should be great worm.
Oh,
it's like good heavens.
Exactly,
great worm.
Exactly like
all
good
right.
heavens.
Redcon. Simmon has been saying great worm a whole bunch.
Let's go. This is beautiful.
Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, Luna's like, I think like knowing how much we're gonna get paid would be good.
That's very smart. We could ask them like that when they're like, "Do you have any questions about the job?" And we'll be like, yeah. No, that's so smart. It's so good.
Should we ask about like health insurance? Because we're being sent to hell. They should maybe we get potions. Should we ask them for potions?
I mean, we could. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
I guess I didn't really think about that.
I didn't think about that either. You're smart, Simmon.
Oh, thank you.
I'm still on my dad's health insurance, so I don't really have to worry about that.
Well, I'm not on your dad's health insurance.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had health insurance.
Oh, well, then you all should definitely make sure you have health insurance. I'm going to stay with my dad's health insurance because it's really good. It's
you get telehealth.
Exactly, I get telehealth. I pretty much when you're like kind of like the whole like kings basically of an entire level of hell, you get like really good health insurance. So I'm going to stick with that. But you all should definitely make sure that this is like a game with health insurance included.
Yeah, I will. That will be part of our if we have any questions. So we need money.
We get health insurance.
Health insurance.
Well, like, what about dental?
Well, that
What
kind of
I feel like that's normally in.
I mean,
well, some health insurance plans don't include it, so it's definitely something to ask about.
Yeah. What about vision? Vision and dental are usually.
Vision and dental, yeah, they're kind of like.
Do you think there are any elf dentists?
I think while this is happening, I think Luna just leans over to Simmon and is like, "What is happening?"
Actually, no. You don't know of the most famous elf dentist of all time?
I don't.
If you finish your sentence.
Well, the problem is I can't remember his name.
It's Hermes?
Hermes! Yeah, the most famous elf dentist of all time, Hermes! You don't know about him? Of course there's elf
I
dentists.
don't know about Hermes.
Of course there's elf dentists!
I haven't been to, like, I didn't know if they just, like, magic their teeth, or...
You're an elf!
Yeah, but I
haven't been here in fucking forever.
What do you do for your teeth?
Yeah, they're
Algernon,
always perfect.
Algernon, I'm confused because you said the elves just magic their teeth, and then when asked, "What do?" You responded, "I don't know. I haven't been here for a while." I don't think the fact that you haven't been here for a while changed the fact that you're an elf.
I said maybe they just magic their teeth.
Yes.
Yeah, we're aware of what you said. What do you do for your teeth?
I don't know. They're just perfect.
You still have to go to the dentist.
I've never been to a dentist before.
Okay. We will come back to this later, and I will set you up a dentist appointment once you have health insurance.
I do also.
Is that for when we go to hell?
What is a dentist?
You could go to my dentist in hell. We could do that while we're there if you would like. She's really nice.
Wonderful.
I just now realizing I don't know what a dentist is.
She's technically a pediatrician. Like, she's a pediatric dentist, technically.
You say that like it makes any more sense.
Like she does feet?
That is not what the word pediatric means, and this is why you're not allowed to talk in there.
That's, oh my god.
But pen is feet.
Yes, and a pediatrician is a child's doctor. So it's a children's dentist, but she also still takes adult patients as well, because she's the only dentist in hell.
I see.
So she,
I can't breathe.
Okay,
I love when we
now?
make Max stop being able to breathe.
I love when we kill Mac.
I didn't think that's what would happen, but you know what? Fair enough. I did do this to myself.
You gave us time to have a discussion.
We are having a discussion.
That to happen.
I don't know. I just wasn't expecting health insurance. I guess I should have. I didn't expect Big Ham, and I should have.
Can we take down big health insurance?
No.
No, everyone needs health insurance. It's really important.
Yeah. So the person at the desk, it looks like they get like a little alarm, and she turns it off, and she turns to Honey and is like, "You're welcome inside now." And Honey nods. She kind of like sits up, straightens her robes, and heads in through the door.
We're back on our best behavior.
Back on your best behavior.
Hands
These doors,
folded.
We were silly and goofy. We got it out.
these doors are they look like they are made out of stone, but they're carved in a way that looks more like a wood door. And as she pushes on them, they kind of automatically open. And you follow her inside. Inside is this beautiful chamber. It looks like it's made completely out of white marble. And there are affixed crystals in the ceiling that are kind of glowing down on the space and giving it the light. And you guys see before you there are 3 individuals, and there's the same individuals that Honey introduced to you while you guys were on the worm. In the middle is they're also kind of seated in the middle one is the highest, and then the ones on the sides are at the same level. So the one in the middle you recognize as Corinth, the head of the House of Amethyst. The one to the left you recognize as Evelyn, who is head of the House of Howlett, and then to the right is Artie, who is the head of the House of Opal. And they're all wearing more of their formal wear, and excuse me. And Corinth actually is the first one to address you all, and is like, "Hello, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. My name is Corinth, though I'm probably sure you're aware of that by now. Honey has told us that you guys wish to fulfill the job to go to the Hells. Is that correct?"
Yes. I personally am quite familiar with the area, and so I think that myself and my companions would be well suited to the task.
Yeah, you see that they kind of look towards Artie, who has these glasses on the end of his nose, and he adjusts them a little bit, and he kind of turns back to them and does a little nod.
Oh, they can tell when you lie.
And they turn back to you and it's like, that's actually really wonderful to hear. We were really worried because I know it can be dangerous if you're unprepared. That's really good to know. Of course, you're also aware that we can't just send you straight to hell. That there's
Oh yeah,
it's too dangerous, and it would just probably be a lot of paperwork if something went wrong. But we do have an offer for you to take a mission beforehand, just so we can make sure that you are fully prepared for anything that will come your way. Do you have a preference of which one? There's one that will be taking place. They both take place on Lahaft, but there's one that takes place on the upper half in the Inverted Wilds, and there's one that takes place on the lower half by the Elemental Sublets.
Oh, kind of look around at my group to kind of see what everyone is thinking. I've suddenly taken on a diplomatic role here, and I didn't mean to, but that happens sometimes. I mean, do either of you have any preference? I think. Did we say we were going to do the first one?
Yes, you said the Inverted Wilds.
Okay, don't put this on the podcast. I think the first one sounds interesting, but what do you think?
I will also say for you, Simmon, the Inverted Wilds is also closer to the ley line to hell than the other one.
Yeah, I'd be interested in checking out the inverted wilds. You know, that is quite close to the ley line that leads us to that is connected to hell.
Yes. I think that would be a good one for us.
Oh, yep, that sounds perfect. Let me just grab that for you. And you see as Evelyn kind of reaches into a drawer. It's kind of funny because the other two are very like more of a like prim, like very like put together. Evelyn is just fully in like a button down and like suspenders, and that's as much as she's dressing up.
I love her. She's fun.
God, gay noises.
Yeah, she's has her like her entire like great sword like right behind her, so she will fuck you up if you start shit. But that's
mommy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hello, hi.
Yeah, and she pulls something out from her desk and hands it to Corinth, who takes it and kind of like reads it over, and is like, so the inverted wilds itself is a point of interest for a lot of research, not just for us but for most academics. So there are a few outposts out there. There's a few. At first, obviously, we want you to reach out to our outposts because we haven't heard back from them for a while, so we want to make sure they're all right. But specifically, we have heard from the last correspondence that we got from them that there is a beast of sorts that is causing problems to the townsfolk right next door to the inverted wilds. I don't know if any of you have been there, but there is a small little city called Pine Wash that is right by it. And there has been disturbances there, so what we would like to offer for you is to first, of course, touch base with our contacts there, and second, retrieve us some parts of the beast that you slay. It doesn't have to be anything big, just proof that you have taken care of the problem. Yeah, so and of course you will be paid. We can pay you half up front, and then the rest when you get back, if that is good for you.
Yes,
Mhm.
that is good.
All right. And you see, like, they like kind of like point towards someone by the door, as you see like some magic fall from their fingers as they cast message, and that person walks out. And a few moments pass before they come back in with a tray of gold, bags of gold. And they come out, and Corinth speaks again and is like, we have supplied you with 400 gold pieces. You can split it up evenly amongst yourself. It's already split up between the four of you. And you guys see that there are 4 bags. And if when you... I'm not going to say if, because I do think you will be able to handle yourselves. But when you do come back, you will get another 400, and then we can discuss our plans for hell.
Okay.
I will also be giving you this paper so that you guys know who our contact is, and, you know, just all of that business. Yes. Because I already said this, but the contact that we're used to talking with is missing. So it would be wonderful if you could find her.
Of course, we will do our best.
Thank you so much. Do you have any questions for us?
My if it's all right to ask, my it's not really a problem for me. But some of my traveling companions were wondering if there's health insurance for this job, particularly. If like it's not like a deal breaker, we just kind of wanted to know. Again,
You
I don't
say
need health insurance,
this.
but they do.
You say this, and Evelyn just full on starts cackling.
Oh my goodness, that was a good thing or a bad thing. Ah.
And Corinth like gives a little laugh. And it's like, health insurance is not included. However, if you are in Emisteria, we do have free healthcare. We are not like Renaissance.
Ooh, that's so nice. Oh, that's
Yes.
lovely. Well, thank you so much
Of
for
course.
that. Why did we canonize Renaissance not having free healthcare?
Look at Renaissance.
They wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. They don't have free healthcare. Amisteria fucking is where it's at. Everybody wants to move to Amisteria to get free healthcare. Anyway, thank you so much for your time and your consideration, and we will not let you down.
Yes, we also will have, actually, that's a good question. Do you care which exit you leave from? You can leave from the one that you guys came in through, which I think was the one that was in the ocean, but there is one that is on Lahaft, if you would like to take that one.
That sounds like it would probably be quicker to our destination, so yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we'll arrange worm tickets for you all. And once you get off, there will be a cart waiting for you to take. Yeah, I think that is everything. If if things do become too difficult or anything of the sorts, you can always contact your representative, and they point towards Honey, and and then she's free to come help you if you are in a bind. But if you do have to call on her, unfortunately, you will not be able to go on the trip to hell.
Right. No, of course. Thank you so much.
Of course. Once you head on outside, a lady at the desk, Corinne, she will hand you the paperwork.
Thank you.
Right.
All right. It was nice meeting you all. Oh, yes. Your hand is raised. You don't have to do that. You can speak openly.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't. I just don't want to be rude. Hi.
Hello.
Peddleding, PhD.
I know.
I'm an extra planner. Oh yes, of course. Right. I was just wondering. What's the worm made of?
What's the worm made of?
But yes. You see, I am particularly interested with the statues around the world, and I've gotten the opportunity to see quite a few of them up close, and I noticed that the worm and the statues are made of the same material. So I was just wondering, what's the worm made of, and what you get it?
They kind of lean back a little bit, and they glance to Artie and Evelyn at their sides, and they're like, I do not actually have much expertise in this area, but these two might be able to help if you'd like to stay behind and talk to them for a bit.
Oh, it would be an honor.
All right. I'm going to excuse myself then, but I'll walk your friends out. And and they get up. They actually don't there's no stairs or anything. They just get up and walk, and they float down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they start walking you all out.
That's so cool. We'll go do the paperwork while Simmons has a fun time answering worm questions. Can we roleplay the entirety of me and Algernon doing paperwork?
All right, so you're gonna want to sign here and here, and you want to sign here as well. These ones are just saying that you're taking the job, and that once you complete the job, that you'll be able to, take the next one. And once you go through the first initiation, any other jobs you want to take from us will be just straight from the bat. It won't have to go through this whole process every time.
That's nice.
Yeah, because you'll be already vetted. And you're gonna want to sign here as well. And this one's to say that if you die, it's not our fault.
No, of course, that makes total sense. Now, do we have to forge Simmons' signature, or should we wait for him to come back?
No. You can just wait. It won't take that long. It's only 7 signatures.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, and you guys.
That was so fun. Thank you for giving that to me.
Anything for you. And yeah, the doors actually close behind them as they leave. And Simmon, Evelyn and Artie get up and kind of move so that they can have a better conversation, so they're not above you. And Evelyn's just kind of leans against place where they were sitting. And it's like, so you're interested about the statues?
Yes.
Yeah, so specifically, I don't know what they're made out of, but I do know that they were created at the start of the war. In fact, we have one at the house, back at our House of Hollet.
You have? Do I know about this gun?
No.
Simmon's jaw drops. Oh my stars! I never. Oh my worm.
I mean, they're inactive, but we do have one. They're kind of like the one we have down here is a lot smaller than the ones that are out there because we didn't really participate much in the war. It's more, protection. But yeah, we have one. If you want, after all this, maybe you can come back, take a look at it. It's inactive. We don't really know how to turn it on, but we can go inside it if you were interested.
Yes, I would personally love that very, very much.
Of course. And you see, Artie is much smaller than this woman. She's like reaching like 6 foot. Artie's like 4'11" at best, and he's wearing heels.
I love this.
And yeah, he's like flipping through a book. You actually see like he like switches a lens on his glasses. Like he touches it and the lens changes color. And you can kind of see like he is speed reading with these glasses. And he's like, so I don't really have a total answer for you, unfortunately. I did not make them myself, and I'm not an engineer, so I don't know how they were made. But it is a process in which they mix together. Like you know what an alloy is, right? An alloyed metal. Yeah. It's like that, but mixing it with magical crystal. They aren't made by the ones that come from the wall. You probably already know that those are sacred. We don't touch those. But there is an ability to, especially back at the Arcane, the Opal Lyceum, we can make crystals. They're not as powerful. There's a lot of debate going around of how we even make it and all of that stuff, but they're not as powerful as the ones that the statues are made of. So while they are very similar, the worms are not the same durability as the statues. The statues themselves were made of a alloyed metal that combined with a bastardized crystal that was made that caused the war to start. If you know about that at all.
So I've heard.
Yes. So that is basically what they're made out of, and I could understand why you think they're the same material, but they are quite distinct. But at a glance, they do look the same.
Yeah, that does make a lot more sense. One moment, please, as I run and get my notebook.
Simmon just starts ruffling through all of his pockets.
So here's my question, since we're just on this little knowledge talk. Are y'all familiar with the heart down here? Did I ever reach down here?
Yes, we were in contact with them for a while.
Yeah. All right. Yes. I'm recalling that. And the contact's been lost. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
We haven't heard from them for about good 20 or so years. We're elves. We live forever. I don't keep track of years as well as you guys.
I don't know where I was going with this. I was just completely forgot what I was going to say.
Fair.
So when you say the statue's inactive, that's that like the little pocket dimensions inside isn't working?
Well, they don't really have pocket dimensions inside. There's just like space in them. Like the lights don't turn on and we can't move her.
I see.
Yeah, she's stationed permanently behind our estate. But yeah, I don't know what's on the inside of the ones you have up there. If they have pocket dimensions, that's news.
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
they got pocket dimensions and people inside.
Cool. Like, do they still have people inside?
Do they? No. But I did at one
Okay.
point.
Interesting. All right. Well, that's good to know. I will also say, for your clarification, Henry, they're pocket dimensions, but they're also not. It's like, you know, that the tents in Harry Potter where the outside is a lot smaller.
Oh,
Or
okay.
the outside is a lot smaller than the inside. So, like, the inside of it is just like a bigger version of the statue.
So to
It's like the
reference
TARDIS.
Yeah,
I
just
was gonna
like
say
the
to
TARDIS.
reference the canonical work of Doctor Who that exists in this
God
world.
damn it.
Yeah.
I forgot you made that canon, you assholes.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I also forgot we made that canon.
Yeah, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. We can just I thank them
That's
for their
fair.
time and I make my exit.
Yeah, they say goodbye to you, and you head on out. And you see Celeste and Algernon and Luna all waiting for you. And the woman at the desk has a pen waiting for you, so
doing
that you can
paperwork.
sign all the paperwork.
Yeah, Simmons, you have like 7 signatures to do.
My Simmons signature is a smiley face, so I sign it with my 7 smiley faces.
I'm sorry, just the smiley face?
Yeah.
Not your name also?
Well, your signature doesn't have to be your name; it can be whatever you want it to be.
It
So
should be your name. But
I think the lady at the desk goes to say something, but Corinth is still out here, and they just like shake their head no, because they know you. They know you do this. You've all
Can I
been
just see
researched
into my head?
extensively. No, you've all just been researched extensively.
Wonderful.
frightening, thank you.
Yeah. And as you guys finish up, Corinth just gives you a smile and a nod. It's like, I will head back to the hall. But once you go downstairs, there should be the worm tickets waiting for you at the front desk.
Great.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure to meet all of you. Have a safe trip.
You too. Goodbye.
Oh, you're funny.
Oh, thank you.
And they head on back inside.
Oh my god.
and once they're inside, I think Honey takes like a deep breath. It's like, that could have gone a lot worse.
Howlite has there's a statue in the Howlite backyard, guys. And I get to look at it.
I'm sorry?
The Howlite one, Evelyn, said that
Uh-huh.
there's a statue, like a big statue like we got upstairs, that's in their backyard. And I get to look at it when we come back.
Oh, that's very cool.
You're still at the desk at this point, and you see the person like typing, like they're putting in the order for your worm tickets, and they turn to you and they're like, "Oh, actually, you will have the opportunity to see it before you leave because you are going towards the Howlite district to leave, so you'll be able to see it when you pass by. You just probably can't actually take an in-depth look at it."
He's vibrating. Oh, this is wonderful. That's so cool. Thank you for this wonderful information.
Yeah, you guys are free to make your leave.
I am gonna make my leave. Actually.
Yeah, when you guys get to the bottom, the tickets are waiting for you. They're for tomorrow. So you guys have some time in the city if you want to do a little bit exploring. The world is your oyster.